Hello everyone, it is your boy Winster and I am back at it again with another deck profile. Today we are doing the Traptrix deck profile. I have been having a blast learning and putting this deck together, and it is also a nice refresher because I have been a Branded Despia main for quite some time, so it's a nice change of pace. But before we jump into the deck profile, I want to say thank you to you guys who watch my videos, who support this channel. We hit a huge milestone, hitting 700 subscribers. That is amazing, and I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to continue to bring this great content that you guys enjoy. And if this is your first time watching my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe bell. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Also, be sure to check in the description box. I am going to leave my Twitch, my Twitter, and my TikTok. And I have a very active Discord, so be sure to pull up. But with all that being said, let's jump right into the deck profile. Jumping right into the deck profile, I play a 40 card build. When I'm thinking about this deck, I'm thinking about consistency because I think that is what the deck needs the most. Not that it's inconsistent because of its monsters, it's just being able to draw the cards that you need. Because it is a trap heavy deck, there are some consistency issues in that aspect, but as long as you have the right build, I think you'll be able to see the cards that you need. Also, going second, this deck does struggle, so keep that in mind. But starting us off with the monsters, I play triple copies of Traptrix Murmileo. This is going to allow you to search your normal trap hole cards. It has a special summon effect that you could target one spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy it, which is also very handy. I play triple copies of Traptrix Mantis. This is going to be arguably the best summon in the game next to Murmileo. But this, when it's normal summon, it searches any Traptrix monster that you need. So depending on the situation, that's what you're going to end up searching at. Also, it has a secondary effect. When it's special summon, you could target one set spell or trap you control, return it to the hand, and then you could set one spell or trap card from your hand. It doesn't come in clutch as much, but it is another nice niche effect. I play triple copies of Traptrix Arachnocampa. This card is phenomenal, guys. As a quick effect, it special summons itself from your hand as long as you control a Traptrix monster. Yes, when you do activate the effect, it does lock you from the extra deck to only plant and insects. However, it allows you to go into rank 4 plays. I love this card. I was playtesting it too, and I wasn't finding it very consistent, but the moment I add the third copy in there, the deck just skyrocketed in consistency. It does have another effect for back row protection, which is also very nice considering that you're setting 3 in passing sometimes. And I played triple copies of Traptrix Pudica. This card is phenomenal. On normal summon, you search out the field spell. Also has a great special summon effect. When it's special summon, you can target one monster your opponent controls and banish it. Yes, during the next standby phase, they get to special summon one of their banished cards, but it's great removal for going for the kill. And then I played 2 copies of Traptrix Dionea. This card is phenomenal. When it's normal, you special summon one from the graveyard. And then also on special summon, you could actually recycle your whole trap cards from your graveyard and set it. It does get banished a turn later, but it's still a great resource. And then I play an honorable Traptrix Monster Parallel Exceed Dragon. This card is phenomenal in this strategy because when you link summon, you get to special summon this card from your hand, in which you're doing literally all the time. This will special summon another copy of itself, go into rank 4 plays. This card is so valuable to the strategy in my honest opinion, and considering that I have 14 normal summons, you're going to want to see this card every single hand. And lastly, I play triple copies of Ash Blossom of Joy Spring. This is solely for the Branded Despia matchup. The moment that they drop Branded Fusion, we drop in that Ash on them. You know what it is, guys. Onto the spells, I only play 4. I played 1 copy of Traptrix Garden. This card is phenomenal. It gives us an extra normal summon of a Traptrix monster. Also, it protects our monsters from destruction 1 time. As another great effect, you could banish a monster you control. You could special summon a Traptrix monster from your hand or graveyard. The beauty of it is whatever you end up banishing on the board doesn't even need to be a Traptrix monster. It just needs to be a monster, which is phenomenal. Then for consistency, I play triple copies of Pot of Prosperity. Like I said in the beginning, guys, this card can suffer from consistency issues. So giving the consistency boost of Prada Prosperity is going to allow us to build great boards every single time. Starting us off with our trap cards, we play triple copies of Traptrix Holetta. This card is phenomenal. The moment that you set this card, you can activate it and then discard a trap card, normal trap card, and then special summon this. It doesn't have another graveyard effect. You can't activate it the same turn you activate the first effect, but you could banish this and special summon one Traptrix monster from the graveyard. Let me tell you guys, this is phenomenal. This allows you to not commit to a normal summon and then still be able to link off. And then also it triggers Sarah, which is another great card that this strategy needed. But if you play anything different other than 3, you're fucking crazy. I'm sorry. As for the trap hole cards that I play 2 copies of Floodgate Trap Hole. This card is phenomenal in the Cashier matchup. We play 1 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. It's phenomenal. And then we play 1 Bottomless for the Fallen of Albaz. And then we play 1 Time Space Trap Hole. And then we play 1 Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. And lastly, we play 1 Gravedigger's Trap Hole. This is going to allow us to get around cards like Nibiru once we start building our Exceed monsters. And then for the last 6, I played triple copies of Evenly Matched. And then lastly, I played triple copies of Infinite Impermanence. The great thing about this deck, it is very flexible. You could theoretically change the ratio on some of these trap hole cards and add more hand traps, or you could remove the hand traps entirely and just add more traps or more monsters. You could also change the ratio on the monsters as well. But that's what I really love about it. It's very flexible. Personally, though, I think this build is pretty solid. I wouldn't change anything in the main. Onto the extra deck, I play 1 Time Thief Redoer, I play 1 Exiton Knight, and then I play 1 Baguska, just rank 4 plays. And then I play a Zeus package. Jumping into the Traptrix extra deck monsters, I play 2 copies of Rafflesia. This card is phenomenal. It gives your monsters destruction protection and also can't be targeted, and she's the only one they can if they're going to do so. Also, great effect, detach a material, and its effect becomes a trap hole that you could send from your deck to the grave. So since this deck could get punished real hard by Nibiru, we can make this our 5th summon and then extend from there. And if they have the Nibiru and want to activate it, we could go ahead and make this effect be Gravekeeper's trap hole and then negate the monster effect. I play 1 Traptrix Alamaris. This is just an extender, honestly. But great effect. Detach 2 materials, special summon a Traptrix monster from the graveyard. And then I play 1 Traptrix Penguiclia. This card is phenomenal. I'm considering adding another copy. But its effect, you detach a material, add 1 Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand. But its next effect is phenomenal in the Branded Despia matchup. You could go ahead, anytime your opponent were to send cards to the graveyard or banish them by card effect, you could select one of those cards and make that card its material. So the moment they activate Branded Fusion, you could get the Fallen of Albaz and make it a material, and they're not fusion summoning into other fusion effect monsters that have the Fallen of Albaz as material. Onto the Link monsters, we play triple copies of Traptrix Sarah. Guys, let me tell you, this is the best card in the strategy, the key component in strategy as well. When a other Traptrix monster activates its effect, it doesn't matter where, as long as another Traptrix activates its effect, you get to set directly from the deck a trap hole. And then also when a normal trap card is activated, then you could go ahead and special summon a Traptrix monster from your deck. This card is amazing, guys. And then I play 1 copy of Traptrix Colorea. This card is great when a normal trap hole card is activated. Instead of sending it to the grave, you can set it right back down and have that card ready for next turn. Also at the end phase, you could target 1 Traptrix monster in your graveyard and then special summon it. Lastly, I play Traptrix Adipus. This card is great. As long as you control a trap card in the graveyard, a normal one, your Traptrix monsters gain 1000 attack. also, you could banish a normal trap card from the grave and then pop one card on your opponent's side of the field, not once per turn. And then also, you can negate monsters on your opponent's side of the field equal to planet insect monsters you control. So this card is pretty great. Jumping into the side deck, guys, I play triple copies of Solemn Judgment. The one reason I don't run this in the main because it's a counter, so it doesn't really work well with Holtea. However, this is great to get around board breaker cards, Dark Ruler No More, Evenly Match, or other critical cards your opponent are going to play. I play one Appointer of the Red Lotus. Again, same thing to get around board breaker cards. And then I play triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, back row removal. And then I play triple copies of Contact C. This is the Branded Despia matchup. The moment your opponent activates and resolves Branded Fusion, you give them this, it's GG's because they're not going to be able to go into anything else. I play triple copies of Artifact Lancia, a great way to get over the Kashira matchup, prevents our opponents from banishing. And then the last two cards I play are two copies of Nibiru. Nibiru is phenomenal in the Kashira matchup, phenomenal versus the Branded Despia matchup. The thing about Nibiru is that it's such a obvious card to drop on your opponent. Great players will always play around this card. Branded Despia doesn't usually have a way to get around it. And especially since they don't really have Omni Negates. Same thing for Kashira, but a great player will always play around it. So that's why I don't run it in the main. So that is going to be it for the deck profile, guys. I'm having such a blast playing this deck, man. It is great to learn something new, considering how long I've been playing Branded Despia. And I definitely think that this deck is a great contender for being one of the best decks in the format. That is my honest opinion. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on the matter as well. Let me know where you think Traptrix falls on the tier list. Also, I wanted to get your guys' opinion. Who's your favorite Traptrix girl? Mine is personally Arachnacampa, Mantis, and then also Dionea. Those are all great cards. I wanted to get who's your favorite waifu Traptrix monster. But I do want to say a huge thank you guys for all the supports. I am amazed that we were able to reach 700 subscribers. Hopefully we reach 1,000 soon. But that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for the support. My name is Winston, and you guys have a phenomenal rest of your guys' day.